You know, it's been absolutely, like, everywhere lately. Reaction videos.
Oh, totally. Can't escape them.
People just watching others respond to, well, pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of viral YouTube stuff, you've probably seen the Jordan Matter channel, right? The family content, challenges.
Exactly. We actually dove into one of their videos recently, found it kind of fascinating. Figured, you'd be interested too. It's got that buzz.
Which one was it?
It was called My Daughter Survives 10 Brothers.
Ah, right. I saw that one trending. The premise is
Yeah.
a big family trip to Mexico is hanging by a thread because someone stole all the passports.
Yeah, exactly. So it tacks right into that whole family dynamic thing playing out in these like high stakes, kind of funny situations online.
Definitely. And the daughter, Salish, she's the detective.
Right. She gets 24 hours, a really tight deadline to figure out which of her 10 brothers is the thief.
10 brothers, wow. And the reward is a candy basket.
Yeah. Which, okay, maybe sounds small, but in that house, I bet that's a huge deal. Plus, if she solves it, the whole family gets to go on the trip.
So it's a fun little mystery, kind of perfect for YouTube viewers right now.
Totally. It mixes that classic whodunit vibe with, the everyday family setting. Grabs you straight away.
So how does she start? Does she just like line them up?
Well, her first move is pretty bold. She calls it the pool test.
The pool test? Okay, what's that involve? It sounds cold.
It is. Basically, Salish questions each brother,
Yeah.
one by one, and if she thinks they're lying,
Uh-oh.
they get thrown into a freezing cold pool, fully clothed.
No way. That's intense.
Oh, it is. And the reactions are, pure internet gold, right? One brother just gets dunked immediately, like zero hesitation from her.
Huh. Just straight in.
Then there's another guy totally panicking about his streaming equipment getting wet.
Of course. Gotta protect the stream setup.
And you gotta love the one worried about his, quote, fluffy hair and what his girlfriend will think.
Amazing. It's that kind of, like, broad visual comedy that just works online, doesn't it?
Definitely sets the tone. Chaos, but fun chaos. She does quickly rule out the two youngest brothers, though.
Oh, yeah. Why is that?
Just says they're too little to have pulled it off. Which is interesting, right? That immediate judgment based on capability.
Yeah, happens all the time online when people try to solve mysteries, real or, staged like this. Assumptions get made fast.
But here's where it gets a bit more layered. While this whole pool interrogation thing is happening,
Uh-huh.
we suddenly see security footage from earlier that morning.
Ooh, okay. What does it show?
Someone in disguise sneaking around the house, and they even tried to hide in the pool after seeing the mom.
Whoa. So it's not necessarily one of the brothers she's dunking. Or maybe it is, and they were disguised. Adds a whole new element for us watching.
Exactly. And there's this tiny detail in the footage. The person shivers when they get out of the pool.
Shivers. Okay. So maybe he doesn't like the cold. That's a clue. A subtle one, but maybe important. Sticks in your mind.
It really does. And the plot, keeps twisting. The security camera also catches the dad acting. Well, kind of shady.
The dad. What's he doing?
He's trying to deflate a car tire while he's supposedly just sitting in the car waiting.
Get out. Why would he do that? Is he in on it? Maybe he doesn't want to go to Mexico. That throws a wrench in things.
Totally fuels the speculation, right? Makes
Yeah.
you question everyone. But then Salish makes him do a strength challenge.
Okay, like hitting a punching bag or something.
Exactly. And honestly, his performance is not great. So she kind of clears him based on that.
Huh. So the challenges are how they prove innocence, or I guess fail to prove it, like clues in a game.
Pretty much. And they keep connecting back to that security footage. Remember the thief seemed clumsy, like fumbling with the passport drawer lock?
Yeah, not exactly smooth criminal moves.
So Salish sets up a hand-eye coordination challenge, grabbing money out of the air, testing that specific skill, or lack thereof.
Smart. So how did the brothers do there? Any obvious culprits?
It was interesting. Some guys were pretty clumsy, as you might expect. But the gamer brother,
Yeah. What about him?
he actually did surprisingly well. Which kind of messes with your assumptions, you know? The gamer isn't always the uncoordinated one. It's good misdirection.
Definitely. Keeps you guessing. Online personas versus real skills, right?
Totally. And just when you think things might be settling down, nope. Salish ramps up the chaos again. Scavenger hunt time. An egg hunt. But people are also throwing water balloons while they're searching.
Water balloons during an egg hunt. That sounds like absolute madness. Talk about pressure.
Right. It definitely ups the stress levels, mirrors that panic we saw from the thief in the footage, maybe.
Could be. And anything suspicious happened during the egg hunt chaos.
Well, the gamer brother again, he gets caught stealing eggs from other people's baskets.
Ooh, okay. So maybe not coordinated, but sneaky. Raises that question like, if he cheated eggs, would he steal passports? Keeps him on the suspect list.
For sure. And then the twin brother, who actually finds the most eggs, he gets eliminated. So winning a challenge doesn't mean you're innocent overall.
Good point. The rules are kind of arbitrary based on Salish's interpretation.
Exactly. And the challenges keep targeting things from the footage. Next up, a jump scare test.
A jump scare.
How? Balloons popping out of a cardboard box, trying to see who gets startled easily.
Ah, because the thief jumped when the mom slammed the door in the footage.
You got it. Connecting those dots.
So who flinched?
Well, there were various reactions. One brother barely reacted at all, seemed super calm, so he looked innocent at first.
But appearances can be deceiving, especially in these kinds of videos.
Definitely. And then the breakthrough. Or, well, what looks like it. We see the thief finally find the passports. They're in a desk drawer.
Yes. But wait, you said looks like it.
Because the mom almost catches them, like walks in right as they grab them. Super close call.
Wow, tense. So the thief makes a run for it.
Yeah, shows some surprising speed getting away, which leads directly to the next challenge. An extreme race.
To test their speed, obviously. Makes sense. Who's the favorite? The athlete brother.
You'd think so. He's the football player, supposedly going to UCLA. Big deal. But then during the race, drama.
What happens?
He falls, like really dramatically, and basically loses on purpose, it seems.
He throws the race. The athlete. Why? That just makes him look less suspicious, right? Puts the focus elsewhere.
Exactly. Total misdirection. Suddenly the gamer, who unexpectedly wins the race, looks way more suspicious. It's a classic move.
Okay, my head's spinning with suspects now. What's left?
Well, after all the physical stuff, Salish throws in something different, an impossible puzzle.
Like a brain teaser.
Yeah, the old make a square with just 3 lines one tests a totally different skill.
And who solves that? Let me guess. The bookworm brother.
Bingo. He cracks it with a clever little riddle, shows he's smart, and boom, he's cleared.
Okay, so who does that leave? Narrowing it down.
We're down to the final two. The boyfriend and the gamer brother. High stakes now.
The tension. Perfect for the final act.
But Salish isn't done. She finds the disguise, that black cape from the security footage.
Okay, and does that help? Fingerprints. Smell.
Well, not quite fingerprints, but she gets another piece of intel. Apparently the thief doesn't like sour candy.
Sour candy, okay.
Rep.
Random, but could be useful. Leads to a final challenge, I bet.
You know it. The ultimate test. The sour candy challenge. With warheads.
Oh, wow. Warheads are intense, so watch their reactions.
Yep. But here's the thing. Neither the boyfriend nor the gamer really reacts much. They both seem pretty unfazed by the super sour candy.
Wait, what? But the clue said the thief doesn't like sour candy, so that should mean neither of them did it. That's confusing.
Right. It totally throws you off. You think, okay, case closed. It's neither of them. Maybe the clue was wrong.
Or maybe the clue applied to someone else. But wait, you said final act. There's more.
Oh, there's more. One last piece of security footage drops.
Seriously. What now?
This time, it's focused on the boyfriend's girlfriend. While the sour candy thing was happening, she was acting, well, really suspicious, sneaking around.
The girlfriend. Okay, that's a twist nobody saw coming. What's she up to?
They find a note she left in her suitcase for the boyfriend, basically saying how much she'd miss him if he went to Mexico.
Oh, so her motive wasn't, like, evil? She just didn't want him to leave. A bit misguided, maybe, but kind of sweet.
Yeah, more emotional than just causing trouble. Seems like she was the secret saboteur trying to keep her boyfriend home.
So, case closed. It was the girlfriend. Mystery solved.
You would absolutely think so. That feels like the perfect ending, right? The surprise twist reveal. That's...
Another twist. Come on.
Bam! The athlete brother, the one who took the dive in the race. He steps forward and confesses he was the actual thief all along.
What? The football player. After all that, why?
This is the real shocker. His reason. He has a massive fear of flying.
A fear of flying. Seriously.
Yeah. And he felt like he couldn't admit it, you know? Being the tough older brother, the star athlete, worried about his dad's expectations. All that pressure.
Wow. Okay, that's actually really understandable. Hiding a vulnerability like that.
Yeah.
It explains the fall in the race, too, trying to get eliminated without revealing the real reason.
Exactly. It's a powerful moment, honestly. Shows how hidden anxieties can drive people's actions in ways you'd never expect.
So how did the family react? Especially the dad.
It It was surprisingly touching, actually. The dad was incredibly understanding, totally supportive.
Really? That's great.
Yeah, he reassured him, said it was okay, and insisted he could still come on the trip. They'd just drive to Mexico instead of flying.
Drive with 10 brothers.
Yeah, there's a funny bit at the end where Salish and the athlete brother are like, not doing the special sibling bond thing, and then he immediately regrets the idea of that long car ride. Brings it back to the funny family chaos.
That's quite the resolution. From pool dunking to fear of flying confessions, it really plays with your expectations, that video.
It totally does. The athlete's fear, hidden behind his image, ends up being the key. Makes you think about the real reasons behind what people do, right? Especially in families, with all those dynamics and pressures.
Definitely. What seems like a simple prank or challenge online can sometimes mask something much deeper.
So for everyone listening, after diving into this Matter family passport saga, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it, how quick we are to judge motives and what kind of hidden pressures or unexpected reasons might be shaping what the people around us are doing?
Yeah, something to chew on, for sure, long after the video ends.